Right now, I am in the studio with one of the Midland monsters of the grime scene. Yes. I have got Raider in the building. How you doing, Raider?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You good?
I am very good, very good. Thank you very much for coming down to the Beatsabar show.
Yeah, appreciate you having me, man.
Nah, man, it was definitely, as soon as Sophie told me that you were wanted to come down, I was like, yes, get him in. I didn't know I can get you up this early, though.
Huh? Nah, I'm up, man. I'm up.
There you go.
I'm up.
There we
I'm
go.
ready. I'm ready.
That's good, man. That's good. So, right now, if people's never heard of Raider, I need to sort of start from a bit of the beginning and ask you a few questions about sort of like your starting. So, because I've known you for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking back and I was like, well, no way, nearly 10 years, you know. It's mad.
Has it been that long?
It's been that long, man. Trust
Do you remember when we first met? I'm not sure if I remember when we first met.
I'm trying to go back to a time where you did something called, what was it called? When You Hear This One.
Yeah.
How long?
The video.
Was it the video shoot for that?
Did you come there?
I
We
was
did it.
there.
We did all the face paint and stuff.
Yes,
Did
I
you come there?
I
Was you there?
blood. I was there.
Was you in the video?
I was in the
though.
video. No, I was backstage. Because remember, I was dealing with Flush back then. You get me? So and that video went on Flush. Trust me, man. But I'm sure I even met you before then. I'm sure the 16 for 16 as well. I'm sure I was around about. Because
Probably.
Because remember, I used to ride with Desper way back then when he was in his flat in Darlaston. You get me? So we were back then when he was the cameraman. Yeah. So yeah, it
was just all entwined.
Yes, I know. It's too small. The city's too small.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's start from the beginning. Which part of Wolves are you from?
Bushbury, like originally.
Okay.
Well, I first lived in Heathtown when I was young, but then I just moved around. And then where I live now is up by Bushbury.
Yeah, but I always start the questions with my Wolverhampton sort of acts that come through here. We like finding out which part they grow up, so we sort of say, what school did you go to, and all that kind of stuff as well.
St. Chad's.
St. Chad's. Okay, big at the St. Chad's crew. What was it like at school? What were you doing? Did you finish?
I did. I finished school and then I did sixth form. But when I was in sixth form, I was at a point where I was just like, I wasn't really interested in school no more. So I just messed up my sixth form. Yeah, I think I did 2 years.
Okay.
I think I passed the first year and then I failed the second year. At that point I just wasn't.
You wasn't in it.
Yeah.
What was the reason? Would you say other things were going on?
I don't know. It's just like when you get to year 11, it's like it's time to leave school, innit? So at that point I was like, I'm done with school now. Like sixth form, I didn't have to be there, so it was kind of just like
okay.
And I just did subjects just for the sake of it. Like my mum wanted me to go to sixth form and do all that kind of stuff. But like I'd already started doing music then, and I'd already decided like. That's from year 10, in a stubborn way, like I'm not doing anything else.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So all that kind of stuff as well was just like.
So when you say you started doing music, what had you started doing?
Well, I wasn't making music. I think I made about 3 songs when I was from about 15 to 16, like when I started to when I left school.
Yeah.
But it was just like a few of my friends at school. Breezer.
Yes.
Breezer, and then there was 8 Ball, and who else was there? There was a few anyway, and there was always at school. And these times we'd have our like 6230s, playing MP3s of like DEE and all these people. Everyone's just
that's what I was going to ask you next. Who was your influences?
Yeah, all them were like when it was Practice Hours times, Lord of the Mics times.
Yeah.
Everyone that was on them kind of DVDs, basically.
Okay.
He was listening to all of them. And then these, like, Breezer and that, there was always just spitting little 8 bars and that at lunchtime and stuff. And I was like, yo, spit bars, man, spit bars. But these times I was just like, nah. But then I'd go home and I'd try, you know what I'm saying? But I'd be like, nah, this is whack. Like, I ain't going back to school and spitting this. But then one time, I must have written one 8 bar, and I liked it, and then I just spat it at school, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's sick." And just from there, we was just always doing it lunchtime. It was just that's what we was doing, like circling up on the field and that, getting the little phone out with the instrumentals and just going mad.
I bet you those are the good old days. Those are the fresh days. Fresh days. So, what was the name of the crew? Because you must have had a name for that crew.
Our first crew. It was mad because imagine when I first started doing that, I didn't realise there was all these little crews at other schools and that doing their thing in it. So I thought it was just Breezer and that just ramping, you get me?
Yeah.
So when I started messing around with it now, they're showing me like on their phones again, all these other youths making tunes and that from other schools, all these other crews and that. There was like Blazing Kid and Nitro and all them kind of people.
Okay.
And then so we made a little crew now, but I think Breezer was in one of them crews with one of them already. I think it was called Elements or something.
Okay.
But then we just made our little one. It was called Deadly Alliance, I think it was called, or something,
Okay.
something cheesy like that.
Yeah.
And then that was like me, Breezer, 8 Ball. And I think it was just us, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just us. That was the first crew.
And
to begin with.
did you end up recording anything?
Yeah, imagine the first tune I ever recorded was in SX's wardrobe. At his mom's.
Wow. Okay.
It was me, Breezer, 8 Ball. And who else was there? I remember there's 4 of us, and we did 2 tunes, like 2 man on each tune.
Okay.
In SX's little wardrobe. That's the first time I ever recorded.
And would that have been the first time SX ever recorded anyone, or had he?
Nah, SX was already doing his little thing.
He was
SX
doing
had
his
his setup already. SX was on music.
Okay.
He must have been on music already, because when I went there, his setup was already done. He had keyboard in there.
Yeah.
Studio, I can't remember what else he had in there, but
Yeah,
he was already
ready.
set up basically.
He was ready. Okay, mad. So that's a good exclusive there, because I didn't know that Essex was the first one to record you. That's mad. All right then. So moving on from that stage, where did you start with Outlaws?
Well, what happened was, there was remember Higher Stakes, obviously.
Yes.
There was Higher Stakes and there was Younger Stakes.
Yeah.
And then you remember Skips?
Yep.
Skips was in Younger Stakes and Moose was in Younger Stakes.
Okay.
But they had their little like tag team thing that they called Outlaws in it.
Okay.
But I don't know if they was looking to make it like an actual little crew or
yeah.
Because I remember because Skips went to my school as well.
Okay.
He was 2 years above me.
Okay.
So when we started spitting and that, we was like, yo, we should go to Skips, man, and try and get him to bring us into younger. I think we wanted to get into young, or we just wanted him to just acknowledge, man, basically.
Yeah.
You get me? So we because at that time I just lived around the corner from him.
Yeah.
Like you cut through the little alley and then his yard's just there from mine.
Okay.
So what we do, I think we seen him at the fair, Wentzville Park Fair, and was like, yo, we got bars, man, we got bars. And he was like, yo, come to my yard, come check me.
Yeah.
So we went to his yard one time, and then I remember we was in the kitchen just writing bars, and we was just spitting bars to beats and that.
Yeah.
And then he invited Moose round, and then his brother used to spit bars as well, so he'd be in the yard. Gecko, big up Gecko.
Yeah.
Gecko, you know. It's mad, it's mad, you know. But yeah, so we'd just all be spitting bars and that just became a regular thing after school. Skips' kitchen, spitting bars, and that's what we do every day.
Because we were doing bits with Higher States, the oldest. We were doing that.
Oh, when you said you was with Despa?
No, with Despa, with Smirnoff, and all that kind of side. We were doing little dances with Higher States, and then we knew the Younger States were coming through. And when I heard about Outlaws, that's when I heard about you as well. You get me?
Okay,
so we started hearing bits and bars
from
from
that. Already been in there then.
There it was.
Yeah.
So when did the Stayfresh alliance happen then?
That was the end of 2008. It was like November. I remember we had a meeting, because what happened was, say a year before that, because it was all mad, because it all just kind of all happened at the same time. Like I was in Outlaws and Stayfresh at the same time.
Okay.
And I don't really remember like where one ended and
Okay.
But what happened was, like, I was still making music. Like in Outlaws, not everyone was really. It got to a point where it just kind of drifted. Like everyone was still friends and that, but like not everyone was making music and that.
Yeah.
But I carried on making music with Don Mena.
Yes.
Because I already knew we was friends already. Like from when I was about 12.
That's it.
We just went different schools.
Yeah.
But so we was making music because he still wanted to make music. I still wanted to make music. And like it was mad because he started spitting before me, so I watched him come up like, and then I started spitting after, and he watched me come up like. So we had our little thing. When we both wanted to start spitting when we was like 13. Yeah. And he started before me, so it was like originally before I actually did start spitting. A couple of years later, it was like me and him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we went back to that. Basically, we carried on making music.
Was he more hip hop and you were grime, or were you both?
He was everything, because he was in TYG and TNG. They was with Apostle and that. They was just making music early. Like we was just doing dubs, like dropping 16s, but them like was making songs, all different kind of genres and that. You know what I'm saying? So he was already on all that kind of stuff.
Okay. So what was the sort of big thing that made you think, rah, Stayfresh or hit the map? What was the thing that made you go, yeah, man, we're gonna do something now?
16 for 16.
Yeah.
The second one.
Okay.
Because we did 2. We did one that was just it was just like a live video outside the youth club.
Okay.
I didn't really think nothing of that one, but that one's got the most views out of both of them. Now, to be honest, that one popped off more.
That is definitely what put you guys on the map to me as well, because it opened a lot of doors, didn't it? And then the video got redone underneath the little subway thing as well.
Yeah.
And it was just like...
Well, it wasn't redone. It was just... Because it wasn't the same bars.
Yeah,
we just done a different tune, but it was still called 16 for 16.
Yeah. And then what started happening? Tell us about that period of your life. What then started going on?
It's when I think back now, it's all just a blur, you know.
Yeah,
it's all just a mad blur. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't remember when I met you. Like, when I met Dread. And even before 16 for 16, when I dropped my first video.
Yeah.
And around that time, I was just rolling with Dread and I was just meeting everyone. But it was mad because these times I'm like 18.
Yeah.
And like, this is just when like the baseline thing is just kind of like, it's kind of quieting down.
Yeah,
but everyone's, them name, like the baseline names were still big, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just meeting all these people that I'm kind of fans of, you know what I'm saying? Like Apostle, I'd never met him before.
Yeah.
Like Trilla, bare different DJs, you know what I'm saying? I was just meeting bare people. Yeah. And it was just mad, like, because I'm just like a fan still. I'm just like, hello, like, what go on? You saying? And they're like, yes, Raider. And I'm like, you know me. I'm like, yo, it's mad.
Yeah, that's what it's like for me. You get me? I was like, yo.
But I can't remember exactly, like around the time, like you said about that video.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what was happening around that time, but I just remember them early stages. It was just all mad. It was just always going different places, meeting different people, doing different like sets in London.
What's the biggest show that you think you ever did?
With well, when we done Napa, that was like, I think that was like 2,000-3,000 people on the beach. I think it was in the thousands. Yeah. On the beach, Candy Beach.
And they knew all your bars.
I'm sure it was. There were people that didn't, but there was a good section that did. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as we landed in Napa, enough people recognised us already. From, like, obviously back from England, like so we knew when it come to like the part, like the performances
on a national stage.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So you can't remember when it went from just being known in Wolves to suddenly being national.
Nah, because it like for a long time it still didn't sink in, like. Yeah. So it was hard to even realise that, because we'd go places and we'd like one or two people would recognise us, but like to me, I don't know about the others, but to me it was still weird to think like people down there who we've never met or places we've never been know what we're doing, because we just put stuff out and it's just like, oh, it's out, but we don't know who's watching it. So it was just weird, man. It was surreal, like.
What was it like doing your first SBTV?
Which one was my first SBTV?
Because you've been on there a few times, innit? Because it was.
You know what? My first SBTV was in. It was so early. No, it was in London. It was so early. Yeah. Imagine when SB came in, because we linked him in the shoe shop, in the trainer shop. Okay. Dread took us to one dead trainer shop. He was saying, yo, there's one trainer shop, man. They got sick trainers in there. Yeah. Sick trainers in there, and it was one of them, you know, like them, you know, them market kind of trainer shops, and you know the trainers ain't real. He's like, yo, I want some Jordans, man. I want some Jordans. I'm saying, but these Jordans ain't real. Yeah. But yeah, we linked him in there. And when he's coming, I didn't even know it was him. Like, this was the early stages. SBTV wasn't even. It was popping, but it wasn't popping like that. Yeah. It wasn't popping like that. Okay. This time, and we just did a little. You probably won't even remember that video. This is what I'm saying. This is how early it was. It was me, Saf, Maka, and SX. Okay. And I think SX done an interview. Yeah. And we just done a little freestyle, like a couple 16s and that. Okay. But this, I'm saying, like, at that point, it wasn't like, yo, we doing SBTV. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was just another channel. Another channel. Like, obviously, he was doing his thing and that, but it wasn't like, obviously, not like how it is now.
Okay. But yeah, man. So you guys did SBTV. You did obviously Flush back in the day. For me, your Flush Raw Part 1 and Part 2. So sick. The one that you did for Macca's birthday. Do you remember that?
In the studio, the live one.
In the studio, yeah. And it was like, there's bare bars. Because for me, I am a fan of you because I've always been a fan of MCs with wordplay. So my favorite artists are people like Eminem, people like Busta Rhymes, Big Pun, all that kind of stuff. And with your metaphors and the way you deliver it as well, so laid back with it, but makes them go, oh my gosh, what did he just say? That made me think, nah, he's a standout from the artists for the Stayfresh crew. I liked all of them, but it was definitely like you. And it also was the way that you were the Gallus of the crew, you get me? The way the bars was always... Yeah, I would have to say it was True Blood, because the lyrics for the gal, I think that it was a problem for you. I think they would be on you all the time. By the lyrics, it would seem like you're getting a lot of
you know what it is? It's just a lot of it's just with lyrics you have to exaggerate everything. Like that's how I've learned. And like the people, like how you saying, like a lot of artists that I like are people who are just I don't know, man. I just go to the next.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I just blow everything up, you know what I'm saying, and make it more.
Okay.
Obviously, because music in it's gotta be.
It's got to be entertaining.
You know what I'm saying?
It's got to be
Yeah.
entertaining. It's got to be entertaining. So, all right then. So, boom. Suddenly, Stay Fresh is sort of in this massive sort of spotlight. Yeah. You guys did the Bigger Fish tour. I was there filming you guys. Do you remember?
You know what? To be fair, when you said about the when I was saying about Candy Beach, to be fair, the Bigger Fish tour was the next thing. As well.
I know. I was there, blood, and I saw them all singing your songs, man. It was mad, blood. And you weren't even the headline act.
This is what I'm saying.
You weren't even. It was that was when Kreps and Conan was there. You get me?
Yeah.
They were the headline.
Which ones did you come to?
I was the one who only at the one for Brum. That's when we had the flush little stall and everything.
I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah, and Triller was there and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that was mad. You get me? But Manchester, you guys probably did as well, and all that.
Well, this is what happened. Yeah.
Go on.
I think the order was Manchester, Brum, Sheffield. Yeah, Manchester. Yeah, it was Manchester, Brum, Sheffield, and London. Because I remember I had to drive from Sheffield straight to London at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what happened was we got there. The first one was Manchester, and then we backstage and that, and we just saying, obviously, lads, listen, there's big acts on here. We've got to do our thing. You know what I'm saying? We've got to do our thing, and I think we wasn't first on the list. Obviously, there was a few acts before us. Basically, there was a good few acts before us. So we're just backstage. And we're just listening, and we're listening to like the crowd reaction. Do you know what I'm saying? And we're saying, all right, these lot are doing their thing. These lot are doing their thing. Saying, yo, we need to do our thing. You know what I'm saying? And then we've gone out, and they just went mad. Like the Manchester lot knew us. Yeah. The whole crowd knew us already. It was just mad.
Because I know people from Manchester who were there, and they were just gassed to get me.
So Manchester was a shutdown. So we're saying, all right, boom, first day shut down, and we shut down the most. I'd say in Manchester. If you ask anyone, we shut down the most.
That tune shut down.
Yeah, shut down. I hear you done out then.
I hear you done as well.
If it wasn't, that was definitely shut down.
Yeah.
So boom. So we done Manchester. So Brum's the next day. So we're backstage again, and we're listening again. And we're saying, lads, yo, it's time. We got to take it again. You get me? Number 2, we got to take it again. So Brum was a shutdown, obviously, home basically. Brum was a shutdown. So he says, all right, we took that one. Sheffield. Shut down again, backstage, same conversation, shut down again. We're saying, yo, we've got to take all of them. But to be fair, obviously in London, hometown to them, not even Krept and Conan, they shut down, but it was Cash-tastic at that time.
Cash-tastic,
mad for Cash. Listen, there was people, you see something like this?
Yeah.
There were people standing on these, holding onto the pipes and that.
No way.
T-shirts off, swinging, like just going mad, mad.
Wow.
Like the London crowd, they're just mad.
They're just mad anyway.
They're just mad.
See, so basically now, you guys are killing it. So then, what then happened after that to make it suddenly not be like that anymore, and you guys suddenly start separating? And
I don't know. To be fair, like I said, man, that was another one that just kind of, it's hard to kind of tell where it went from one stage to the next.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I honestly don't know.
Okay.
It just kind of like
you wouldn't say. Once Essex parted ways.
Nah, because that was early.
That was early.
That was like we done. I'm sure Essex went before Bigger Fish. I think.
Bigger Fish. There you go. Okay.
I might be mistaken, but I think he did.
Okay then. So then we look at what was it when Jamie started dealing with Texas. Would you think that probably brought it away?
Nah, that was after.
That was after.
Jamie went Texas.
Okay. Because then Saf one, he started his mad one. Would you say that could have been? When everyone saw it, we're all going to do our own thing. I know that Macca started doing his thing as well on his own. That was when...
You know what it was? I think it was because everyone, obviously, it got to a point where everyone... Because in the beginning stages, none of us didn't know anything. You know what I'm saying? Because we was like, I think, when I met Dread, I was like 17. I might 17 or 18. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So then, none of us didn't know anything. You know what I'm saying? And then, obviously, from then, which was like... 2000 and what? Not even 2010. Up, say about 2008. I think I met Dread. Yeah. So from then till like 2000, say 13, 14. Obviously, everything we've done, we've all learned kind of things and been able to be our own person musically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that, and with everyone already knowing what they wanted to do already as artists, like being their own minded person. If you know what I mean? Yeah. Everyone knew what they wanted to do, and like when you with a group of people and everyone knows what they want to do rather than everyone just being followers of what one person wants to do. It's kind of hard to get everyone to do things together. You know what I'm saying?
hear
And
what you're saying.
while everyone wants to do their own thing, so I think it just got to a point where everyone was just slowly doing
Growing
their
up.
own thing because there was, and obviously growing up as well
Growing
and
up
having
as
other
well.
things going on in life.
Yeah, I hear that. Okay, because that's what happens in a lot of I say crews.
Yeah,
They
not
do
even just crews, just with people
generally.
in general. Innit? You can have a group of friends at school that you roll with every day, and then
Yeah.
when you hit a certain age,
You just change.
you got other things to do.
Other
as well.
priorities as well.
Mhm.
You probably got kids or you got misses that probably don't want you out as much, and then it just changes. So, all right then. So boom, the crew is no longer sort of moving together as much. So then you then say, what am I gonna do? And did you put out any music solo that you thought, yeah man, this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna do the solo thing.
My first solo project that I put out, there was an actual project, like a proper planned project, was the Prologue, which I put out
Okay.
end of 2016.
Yeah.
And that was I'd already decided by then. I says, yo, because I was kind of late realizing, because I was on the Stayfresh thing, you know what I'm saying? I was focused on, yeah, we're gonna do this Stayfresh thing. I had my own plans, but I kind of put them in the back of my head and saying, all right, say if we do this Stayfresh thing, because obviously it was working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then I just realized, I says, yo, I actually need to do me, like get my stuff done. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got to wait on anyone. Whatever anyone else wants to do, safe. If I can do it, I'll do it. But I need to get.
You still did Trendsetters. You still did.
Yeah. I never really like completely stopped. I was doing bits here and there.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the thing is with me? I record loads of music and I think, nah, I don't like it. And then it's old now. I need to record new music, and I just end up not putting stuff out. And that's why, like some of my older projects, like when I'm saying like the Prologue was a proper project, like my older projects was tunes that I'd like had sitting down for about a year, and I said, you know what, I need to make a project. Let me just put 10 of these together and just throw it out, which I don't really consider a proper project. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, I just says, you know what, I need to get my stuff done, man. So I spent about a year recording and then like just writing bars, doing Trendsetters and that, just trying to stay active on the channels and that.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I got that CD ready, the Prologue, and that was ready from like 2015. Then I shot about 3 or 4 videos with Jinx, big up Jinx.
Yes, big up Jinx.
And I had them ready like from like end of 2015, and then through 2016 I dropped them videos.
Yeah.
Dropped about 4 or 5. Then I dropped the project. Then I dropped another video, because I dropped the project end of 2016. I think I dropped the video early 2017.
Okay.
One of the videos off the Silver Scriptures video.
So with the Midland Monster tune, with the something Scriptures, I'm trying to remember what that one was.
Silver Scriptures.
Silver
Yeah,
Scriptures.
that's that video I put
So
out.
that's that
off the
video.
project. Yeah.
Okay. And how did that go? Did it go as well as you wanted, or?
Nah, you know what I did? I just put that out as a tester, like on my own channel. Like
Yeah.
I just made the channel and I just put it out on there, because I said, let me see how it does on my own channel.
To see who
So
my
I can
fans
start
are, my
pushing
real
that.
fans are,
Yeah.
and grow on that side. Okay then. And then from that sort of section there, is that when you started thinking, all right then, I need to start getting on to business side. So you sort of.
Well, that was what? Yeah, I put the project out end of 2016, and obviously I put that video out early 2017 on my channel.
Yeah.
And but through 2017, what I did was like I got my studio done.
That's
like
what I'm hearing.
Yeah. So I got my studio done, and I just said this year, got a new laptop, got a new Mac, and I said this year I'm just gonna record. I spent the whole of 2017 just recording, just getting music stacked. I still put stuff out. I was still doing stuff. What did I do? I done the Red Bull thing with Reaper and firing. What else did I do? I done the BBC Clash for BBC 3.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That was 2016 as well. Just before I put out the project, week before.
Was that in a circle? In a circle when.
I don't know if it. Was we in a circle? I think it was on them 360 cameras.
Yes.
No. Was it on a 360 camera? Because them Saf and that done the video on a 360 camera in it. Was it SBTV?
Nah.
Was it Grime Daily? What was it?
I thought it was Red Bull.
Was it Red Bull? Oh yeah. That was them. And it was like a 360 angle camera.
Yeah. And then did you do a tune with Wiley and JME? When was that one? Did it? I swear there's a tune.
Me?
Yeah, I swear there's a tune. No? Something about mistakes. That's not you.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
But did you do any collabs with any big artists? You can remember.
No, we done a tune with USG.
Okay.
but just because we put on a show with you with the Minute K Coconut in Brom.
Yeah.
And then we recorded a tune as well. But I can't remember, the tune never come out. I can't remember why.
Okay. All right. Anyway, you did touch on it, so you might as well touch on it then. Red Bull clash.
Yeah.
Now, with that clash, Wolves were gassed by the lineup. We were gassed by the names on the actual page, because when we think of Wolverhampton grime scene, we do think of you straight away. We do think of Reaper, because he attacks it. And Firing, he's a young up and coming. He's doing really well. Yeah. But in the actual clash, it didn't really happen. And
no, it didn't.
I've been quite vocal with reasons why. I was like, well, I don't think Raider was ready. I don't think the way would you agree then?
Yeah,
because that's the thing. Because I was a bit like,
I underestimated it, to be fair.
I felt bad saying it, but I was just like, he shouldn't have been saying bars from how many years ago. Was it because you weren't match ready? You just was like, raw.
I think I looked at it completely wrong, you know. Well, it was a combination of things, because as well, like, not to discredit them, but who we were clashing, that's the only time I'd heard of them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'd never heard of
them.
But
not to discredit them, because I think especially the one of them, he was good.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But I'd never heard of them.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, then I was thinking, I'm gonna go on this Red Bull thing. I ain't never heard of them, so I ain't got nothing I can really say about them apart from just like random disses, like.
Yeah.
So. And maybe if I'm on this big platform, there might be a whole new fan base that have never heard any of my lyrics before, and I've got a lot of lyrics that are that kind of bars anyway, that I can just put your name in. So I thought, okay, I'll have to write something. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. But I thought, okay, I'll just do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, I'm not saying I didn't know about them. One of them, because obviously I've researched them to try and get a little bit to find out about them, like. And one of them, he wasn't even on YouTube. He had no videos. I just knew his name. I didn't know what he looked like. Didn't know nothing. I knew the other two because I had videos. They had something on. But the other one, I only knew who he was on the day, and I wasn't even sure if it was him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of like, what am I gonna do? And on top of the fact, I was thinking, all right, then I've got clash bars already. Yeah. That if it's gonna be a big platform like that, many people might not have heard, and my fans might just appreciate anyway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I thought, okay, I'll go into it like that. And I think I wrote like 116 for them. Yeah. No, I think I wrote 2. One of them I was trying to remember on the day, and I couldn't lock it down properly. So what I did, I remixed one of my other bars. Well, I didn't remix it. It was a 16, and I changed the last 8 bar. To something for them. Yeah. And then that was it. But like on the day, I thought we had it still. Like afterwards, I thought we had it, man. But obviously,
obviously, Wolverhampton were going to support regardless, and I still voted even though I thought they'd won. The other lot won. I didn't think we'd had it at all.
Did you not?
Nah, because from when I hear you saying your old bars, and from when I'm a lyrical person myself, you get me, I think then them bars can't be run again. Why hasn't he written new ones? So I wouldn't say he deserved to win. And then you got Firing reading off his phone, which is like a cardinal sin. You get me? It's just like, but then it comes out from Reaper's interview that they also read off their bars, or they made loads of mistakes off camera and all this kind of stuff.
So didn't you see it? Didn't you see it on the video? Looked at the bar and then he spat it. But the other one, he had his head down looking at his phone. Yeah. If you watch it back and you'll see, and I'll go over to him and I'll say, yo, like, what you doing, blood? Yeah.
It's peak, man. It's peak. See, so, but yeah, so it's like that was the only thing that made me just think, oh man, they've not been match ready. But then I just think, it's also sort of, I sort of blame myself. I sort of thought, well, John, you're in a position to make platforms for other MCs to come to that studio over there and have clashes and have platforms where they can get better at clashing. Because I just think you guys didn't have, more so Firing, because he's a young up and coming player. He didn't have a place where he can come to battle. Yeah. Would you agree?
I do hear what you're saying, but you know what, it's mad because that same night, because after that clash, we went to radio. Yeah. That night, and Flirta D was there. Mad. This is what I'm saying. Like couple like old school big names was there. Yeah. And Firing shut down the whole thing. I've got it on video. No, he shut down the whole thing.
No way.
So it's like, I hear what you're saying in a sense, but then it's not like he don't have that mic experience, because he obviously does, because he shut down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know.
I've seen him shut down on One Extra before when he went with Vital down to.
When we done the Wolverhampton thing. Yeah. This is what I'm saying.
I saw him shut down there, so I just didn't get it. But yeah, it's one of those. So what's the plan now? What are you doing now?
Well, I've just put out that project, and that project's gonna be part of like it's not just one project. Like there's gonna be like part 2 and whatever to it. You know what I'm saying?
So what's it called again?
That's Redemption.
Redemption.
Yeah,
Okay. And how many tracks are on there?
8
Okay. And what were the influences
for the songs.
for the songs? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. I just go in the studio when I'm
Just
and I just let it all out, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
so you ain't got no to make somebody who's never heard of you
Mm.
to sort of want to buy it. Is there a feel to it? What kind of genre is it?
Well, it's called Redemption because obviously, like I was saying when I was saying to you, I looked at what was going on and decided I have to get onto my own
Yeah.
like stuff. Like I just decided, I'm at a point where I haven't wasted time, but I've kind of been like not really focusing fully on what I need to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need to redeem myself basically.
Okay.
And so that's why it's called Redemption. You know what I'm saying? So I just went studio. And I was just on a mad thing in the studio, just recording.
Who's produced?
Who's on there? Avi's on there.
Okay.
Who's on there? See, I'm not gonna remember now.
Okay,
I'm gonna remember when I
When you
leave. I was
leave.
like, oh yeah, my man's tune.
Just say, yo, they're all hard. They're all hard.
Yeah,
hard
but they're all
producers.
bangers
You get
anyway.
me?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know if you're gonna say something like, I don't know, Hex.
You know why? Because
King.
I just
No,
go. I got when I
SX.
open up Logic and I just get the beat and I just drag it in. I don't even look, just record it, write
Yeah.
the name of the tune. and
What I
that's
want to
it.
find out real quick. What is your writing process? Because that's always been of interest to me. Because
Well, I don't write bars,
Yeah.
I don't write bars. I don't think I've written bars since like 2009.
So you just go into the booth and just start spitting.
Nah. Like I'll have the bar, I just don't write it. I just like make it in the car or whatever, and I'll just have it like in my head and that.
Really?
Like I ain't written none of that project. I said I ain't written nothing since like 2009.
No way.
I remember the last
I'm
time I
sure
wrote
you've
something.
told me this before as well. I swear you did. And I was just like,
Maybe,
that's like a Jay-Z thing. I swear Jay-Z doesn't write his bars either.
I don't know.
But that is
I don't remember
mad.
Lil Wayne didn't, but that Lil Wayne used to do. He used to go studio
Yeah.
and he just spit 2 bars,
Yeah.
then think of another 2 bars. But me, I have the bar ready already.
The whole
just go in.
16 and just
Mm,
go.
the
That
whole
is
tune.
Amazing. Wow.
I find it easier though, to be fair.
Yeah.
I find it easier, man. Rather than writing, I think if you, I don't know, man. Like if I tried to write something on paper, I don't think I'd be able to.
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't. I don't think I'd be able to write anything decent.
And what sort of inspires you to write? Just situations, just.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say, man. Just everything. What? Just anything. It can be anything.
Yeah.
It can just be anything. Like,
Wow.
it's not like, I don't know, because when people say, "Oh, I get inspired by," like, I don't know, man. For me, it's just anything. And ideas come to me. Like I don't ever really. I don't know. I don't ever really try and think, okay, what am I gonna write today? I'll just wait till something comes,
Yeah,
and whatever
yeah.
comes in whatever way it comes, I'll just build off it
Yeah.
in whatever direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it could be just however I'm feeling that day.
That
It
day.
might go that way or it might go the other way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. It just
Okay.
comes as it comes.
Okay. What was the last film that you watched?
What is the last film that I watched?
Because I'm gassed about a film right now. You get me?
Which film?
Black Panther.
Oh, everyone's going. Oh, I do want to see that
I
still.
do
I
wanna
want to hear. What's the chant?
Huh?
What's some chant in it that everyone's going on about?
I can't even remember it.
Some chant
Yeah,
that
yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
going mad about, getting all passionate about.
But yeah, so what kind of stuff do you watch on TV? If you do watch TV,
I don't really, to be fair. Only like I don't watch like television. Only
no
I'll put-
series.
Game of Thrones is
Yeah.
my thing still.
Coming back still. You
What?
watch Power.
Yeah, but I ain't finished it because the last season of Power was on the same time of Game of Thrones, innit?
Okay,
And after
it
after a certain episode of Game of Thrones, I says, you know, I ain't watching anything
Yeah,
else.
yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
interested in anything else. It got
Same.
too gassed.
Okay, so Game of Thrones. Yeah, man, it's coming
Yeah.
back still. Can't believe they killed the dragon, man. It's mad. It's all mad still.
Yeah, it was
But,
mad. It was mad.
It's good. It's all gonna happen still. All right then. So boom. I think we're at the end. You know, we've gone a bit over time.
Oh, that was
just
fast,
a bit. Yeah.
That flew, man.
Yeah. Trust me, half an hour. But is there anything that you want to say or you want to add?
Just pick up everyone that's supporting, man. Everyone that's been streaming the EP, buying the EP, and everything else I've been doing. Just keep supporting, man. I've got more stuff coming.
Sick.
So yeah, just stay locked.
All right. So if somebody wanted to find out about you, follow your journey, where can they find you? Socials and that.
I'm on Twitter at Raider Stayfresh. I'm on Instagram. It's at __ Raider, because someone's took the just Raider and I'm waiting for him to change it so I can quickly nab it. Yeah, what else am I on? Facebook's Raider Stayfresh
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, calm. So we can do that. All right then. Well, thank you very much for touching down to WCRFM.
Big up for having me, man.
No worries. We are gonna play a track of yours. Hopefully, I'll be allowed to. Which one shall I play?
Well, can I play Cheeky?
Play Cheeky.
Yeah.
All right then. We'll play Cheeky. All right then. Blessings, blessings. Take care, man. See you in a bit.
Respect.